James Taylor, born March 12, 1948, in Boston, Massachusetts, is one of the most successful singer-songwriters of the last 50 years. He has sold over 1 million albums throughout his entire career. He's been a fan favorite, especially for his authentic and well-produced live concerts, as well as his critical success, with Rolling Stone magazine listing his album Sweet Baby James as one of the 500 greatest albums of all time. But Taylor had a rough start to his long and illustrious career. While a teenager, he had trouble adjusting to high school and he spent time in a mental hospital. Upon finishing school while there, he moved to New York to start a band with one of his best friends called James Taylor and the Original Flying Machine from 1965 to 1966. It was another tough time though, as Taylor said. I learned a lot about music and too much about drugs. When the band split up after just a few years together, Taylor headed to the UK with money from a small inheritance. While he was there, a group of friends introduced him to Peter Asher, who was head of Apple Records' A&R department. And Peter arranged for an audition with the Beatles to get signed to their label in 1968. Although James doesn't recall the audition explicitly, he did say he was a bit nervous while George and Paul sat across from him and listened to a few of his early songs. They gave Peter the thumbs up, though, and Taylor was the first non-British act signed to the Beatles' Apple Records. Unfortunately, his debut album was a commercial failure. Taylor, who was a recovering heroin addict, had relapsed while recording for Apple, and he wasn't able to promote the record. In addition to that, the album was overly produced and did not capture James Taylor's intimate singing and guitar style that fans are now so familiar with. After a time in recovery and resting after a motorcycle accident, Taylor was ready to give music another try, and he headed to LA. He was offered a new record deal with Warner Brothers, and with the help of Asher, he released his first solo album in the United States in 1970. With songs like Country Road and Fire and Rain, Sweet Baby James reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. Soon, Taylor was working with several other amazing singer-songwriters in the LA area, like Joni Mitchell, Carole King, and his future wife, Carly Simon. Today, Taylor shows no signs of slowing down. He will turn 75 this March, and he just finished a tour with Jackson Browne in the fall of 2022. Then back out on the road to Europe, returning to the U.S. again for an extensive 2023 tour with his all-star band. Down below in the comments, there's a link to James Taylor singing Steamroller Blues live at the Beacon Theater. You can hear more about singer-songwriters like James Taylor, Joni Mitchell, Harry Chapin, or Carole King with the Rock and Roll Professor, visiting the website to see a list of upcoming classes and special events. New items being added each week. TheRockandRollProfessor.com.